Cool. Well, I'll do this one first, though. Cool. We'll, so, check out the new Egyptian Revival plate. So I'm going to show you how to do it.
No one's here yet, but they will be.
Yep.
One person.
We'll get out in the sunlight here.
Yeah.
So this is the new Egyptian Revival plate.
It is not the one that is in the box.
It's a different one. Yep. And this is going to replicate hand. Basically, we've started a line of plates to replicate hand engraving. That's the goal. We're not trying to create a. This will create an individual piece that you would saw out. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to roll it. I'm going to cut it out and then show you what it's supposed to look like.
We are getting them on the site as we speak, so probably by the time this live is over, it'll be on the website.
Yeah, because what our real goal, my goal is to create the illusion of hand engraved. Not just try to create a blanket texture that looks like wallpaper. We're trying to make individual components. So we're gonna roll this up. So let's do it. I think this is too thick. I want to use something that I can use. Here we go.
Won't cover the whole thing, but that's fine.
But that's fine. So I'm going to use 20 gauge for this. And just getting an idea of where to cut. Oops, sorry.
Trying to give you the
bird's eye view.
Yes.
Alright, so I really like this image here at the top. I think that's really cool. So, and these are cool too, because what you can do is form these into cones.
Yeah.
To form little things. It's really neat.
Like end caps.
End caps. Mm-hmm. Alright, you hop on the other side. Someday, soon, we're going to have room. It's coming. I was just over at the new building, and we are going to start moving stuff this Saturday.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah. So here's the mill. I've got it all the way down.
It's tight.
You've snugged it up. Just taking the slack out of it. Then back. And now I'm going to go half a turn. When the image is so, if this image isn't deep, it's like what you would get with a hand engraved piece. So we're not trying to create some high relief three-dimensional texture. This makes your rolling really easy, even if you're using very thin material. So isn't that amazing? I think the term is amazeballs. And that could easily be done in a manual machine. This isn't, I'm not hardly pressing it. That's really gorgeous.
Beautiful. And so that's, and you can see it's really shallow, but you get...
But it's more than deep enough for what we're trying to achieve. We're basically trying to give you the look of how a manufacturer would make something. Let's go cut it out.
Okay. You're gonna have to kick Danielle out of your bench.
Or do you want to cut this out for us? On camera?
Amazing. Danielle doesn't want.
Definitely right here.
Amazing. Perfect.
Here, I need my. Oh, I got a saw. You can have that saw. Just put it in.
Have a thing in it.
No, but I can put one in it. I got skills. Let me do a class on how to install your blade without bruising your chest.
The how-to.
So what you're gonna do is you feel free to jam them into your breastbone. That's totally fine with me. So I'm just resting it here like this, putting my saw blade in, and then press it with this hand. Press it in. Tighten. I didn't bruise myself.
Didn't.
All right. So I'm going to flatten this puppy out a little bit. But the detail in this is spectacular. Give him a close-up. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to go cut through this and cut this off real quick. Okay, notice how I've run out of saw?
Okay.
Yeah, notice how I've run out of saw? Don't worry. Here's how you do that. Pull this through and saw from the other side. Because the amount of people who would actually be, it's just crazy to even try to have a saw that's that deep. I'm just getting this thing off of this skeleton here. If you just did it in copper, maybe you don't even care about just chopping through a whole bunch of other designs. But this will give time to have people catch up.
We have 17 people watching.
Watching me saw.
So what Kevin's doing, if you missed it, it's a new pattern plate that's going on the website right now. It's to go with the Egyptian Revival mystery box that is headed your way if you subscribed. This is not the plate that's in the box. This is a different one.
So take a look. For those of you who have already seen the amazing imagery, you can just ignore it. But that's what you get from the plate. Now I want you to look really close at this plate. Let's see if we can. You were talking about 10 thousandths, maybe not 15. There's about 10 thousandths of relief here. But look at what 10 thousandths turns into on your piece of copper. That is more than deep enough to give you the result you're looking for. You don't need... Remember my idea of thin crust pizza? That's what we're all about.
That's what
here.
we are.
We are New York style. We are not Chicago deep dish. So here's another one, just a half. And here's a... So what do we got on here? Here's your scarab beetles. Those look great. These all make earrings. So I can
Little
imagine
components.
what would be really cool is you take those two pieces and you attach them with your scarab beetles and you make little dangly earrings.
Yep.
That would be spectacular. I wonder if that's what they had in mind, if that's what Lynette had in mind. I bet it is.
I believe
Check
so.
these out.
Oops, where's your...
Aren't these great? These are beautiful.
I may be taking this plate home over the weekend. and
Oh,
playing
yeah.
With it,
Yeah,
'cause it's good.
it's great. This is really cool. These are so versatile. I love this. And these are easy to use.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying really hard to make all our products super easy to use. So you you know, I don't want anyone struggling. I don't want anyone breaking their rolling mills. These are piece of cake. These will fit in the economy rolling mill. And if you, so notice, since I didn't roll the entire plate, you can see where it came off there and it puts that little bend in it. Do not stress. I'm going to show you.
Jacob's already set up.
Sorry. Do not stress. I see this constantly, the drama of my pattern plate has a bend in it. It doesn't matter, okay? They're gonna bend. It is not a lack of quality steel. It has nothing to do with it. It's the fact that you're rolling hard into soft, and that something is going to curve. So all you do is lay your plate on your press. Oh, it's that stupid magnetic one. You got one of these? God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry.
We don't make them anymore.
Yeah, we stopped.
Ta-da!
And there it is again. So there were some comments about metal fatigue and problems like that. Over time, yeah, but
Maybe.
not before you wear the pattern off. These are consumable, essentially. I mean, you're going to get hundreds of patterns out of it. That's a bargain. So if I made them out of tool steel, well, then they would be wrecking your rolling mill.
Yeah.
Or they might crack. So you got to make them out of mild steel. And that's what all of them are made of.
Mm-hmm.
At least the people who are responsible making them, which I know all the other people who are making them, except for the stuff coming out of India, those maniacs are making them out of tool steel. Those things are
be careful.
65 Rockwood.
Yeah.
They will destroy your rolls. These are fine.
Someone commented, sometimes I get a little bent too.
Yes.
So,
But as you can see, it didn't hurt the design and it didn't hurt the plate. So you can run them with the curve in it. Don't stress about it. Just keep using them and wear them out.
yeah.
Because I have it on the shelf. We will make more. They're very affordable. What are they on? They're on sale right now.
They might not be. Cause,
Oh, is
or
that-
well,
it's-
it'll be through the 4th. Yeah, so they're still on sale.
They're like $26.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that one will be up on the site.
I think the people making
Momentarily.
theirs out of paper are darn near as expensive as mine.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't look. I try not to look.
Here's Jacob. Do you want a demo or do you want Kevin to demo?
Kevin can do the honors.
Are you sure?
Like the bonehead?
No.
All right, here we go.
We got 2 new FSS shapes.
Yeah, we got new.
Well, one shape, 2 different sizes. These 2 marquee shapes.
Oh, those
That'll
are
go
nice.
up
Yeah,
today.
those are really nice. Oh, they layer well.
Mm-hmm.
You just stick that right on top
So that's
of it.
the smaller one there.
Oh, cool! You went this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So that way it'll feed in.
Yeah. Nice. So there is the shape. And for those of you, I'm going to go ahead and take this apart and show you guys how they go together. Dispel all the mystery. So this is your top plate. This is this is called a punch in the die world. This is called a stripper. It's a block of urethane and it's used to remove the skeleton, which would be the punched out piece of this is called a skeleton. It pushes the skeleton off of the punch so that you can advance your metal. Okay? These are all replaceable. If you somehow manage to ruin this, we sell parts. Okay? These are your springs. This is called the die. Now notice they're very, very tight tolerances. So this is your die. Whenever you assemble it, you're going to put it with the lettering up, where it says FSS 026. That's going to face up. And another thing, each of these is a different size. So even though you have a hydraulic press and you could probably jam that on there, don't. It goes on like this. And if you try to force it on, it's not going to go. So just let it sit there and then just bump it and it'll fall on.
Let me move this out of the way so people don't think that that's part of.
Oh yeah, that's not part of it. And then you're going to put on your springs. And this matches up with that cut. And again, you can't screw it up.
As long as the text is facing up and the notched corners are aligned.
Yep. There it is. And then this has to go, if you don't put this on, this piece, all you're going to do is put 2 dents in the top of your upper platen. I'm sure there's people who've done it already.
They haven't told us.
They haven't told us. Or if you use this, there's a good chance you'll bend things. You need the full support. Okay? And so we've designed these to be very affordable. We have one of them here. Anyway, the aluminum part here, this is called the shoe. And this has the hole in it where your parts drop out. The shoe is $25.
Yeah. It's the bottom piece, the pusher, and the springs.
The die in the center is $65. So you can get into these very reasonably. So here we go. So you'll center it in the press. Put your metal in. So you can, to get it started, you can just push it in there and take a look where you're at. See? It's in. There we go. As soon as it punches, the second you punch through, stop pushing. So there's your cutout.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So the second you stop, you get through it, just stop pushing. For all that is holy. So now we can push it in. And let me double check, make sure I'm in place. We are. And then I'm going to just feed it through and punch out a bunch. So see them all in there? Totally normal. Now, if you only wanted to press one, just buy a pancake die. It's less expensive and it's just easier if you're just going to press one. But if you wanted to make 100 of these, 100 stampings, you definitely want this. This is way better. So normally what we would do is you'd be punching these and these would all stack up and they'd push out.
We just need to cut more.
Yeah, I
than
just
what?
need to cut more.
Oh, there we go.
But that's much faster than a pancake die.
And there's no tab.
And there's no tab. And there's less of a burr. Because we can make these tighter. So it's a better deal. This is 22 gauge. So this is the new design.
Yeah, new shape.
New shape. Anybody have any questions, comments?
Anyone have
complaints?
questions? Jennifer, yeah, this is a new FSS shape. It's not on the website yet because Jacob just finished.
Yeah, like a few seconds ago.
But it will be up in 2 different sizes. So we have a sample of each.
Here's the other size.
So we've
I'll
got
go ahead and make the other size.
a large and a small of these sort of teardrop teardrop marquee sort of shapes.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
You only need one of these. But if you want to buy more of them, so that you can leave dies set up that you use a bunch of. Like, let's say you have a business making guitar picks, or you're just punching out circles because you enjoy it. Buy a second one. That
This
way
one.
you can, yeah.
Goes first, Kev.
Oh, check it out. I was doing it wrong. Good thing someone's here to fix it. All right. So notice it's kind of tight on there. There you go. Just tap it.
Don't force it down.
Do not force
Just
it.
tap it a little bit.
Then your piece goes on. There we go. And we're ready to go. Let's get some metal.
I mean, you could use
Yeah, let me use that.
some cranston.
So this is big strip of Cranston Fancy Wire Company. This is thick.
really thick.
This is really
16?
thick. Yeah, it starts out at 16. And it is super hard. So if they're a little finicky, just when they're brand new, they're very, very tight, okay? I think that's probably pretty good. Let's pull it out just to make sure. Yeah, we're centered. So here we go. So you can see we knocked out a bunch. And of course there's still a couple
Perfect.
stuck in the chamber, and we will take them out. Push them out.
Popped out.
So here we go. You can see where I cut it too close on one of them. But very quick, really clean cuts. So if you are all about producing lots of earrings, this is it. This will get you there. Yeah, actually this is really cool.
That's really
You
nice.
just knock
Easy.
these out.
Yeah. Some pattern
I
wire.
mean, I think you could sell
you could
a
stack
pair
'em.
of, I think you could sell a pair of earrings like this for like $10. Like pretty easy. I only have a couple minutes in the whole job. Yeah, it'd be great. These look nice. So,
These will be up on the site later today.
yep. There's our awesome pattern, but I think whatever our glue has turned out. I really love this. This is great. We try to fill it up as much as we can on the plate. That way you guys get your money's worth. So you can imagine if that was an impression die and I was selling it for $50, $60. But instead we were able to make a pattern plate and it's $26 today. It's a bargain.
Yeah, this is either on the website or will be momentarily.
Yeah, it'll be up pretty quick.
It is not the one that is in the mystery box.
Yeah, you have the one in the mystery box is just as cool,
It
maybe
is.
cooler. I don't know. Yeah, so there it is. But it's a quick way to get your designs. You didn't have to deal with nasty acids and etching. Didn't have to do any of that.
Just had to roll it.
Just had to roll it. Should we roll one more? Just to-
Sure, because it's beautiful.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just use, well, we just burn through copper around this place.
It's Shocking.
Yeah. So this piece is already super. This is ridiculously hard.
It looks like there might be a strip down there.
Oh, yeah, there is.
There's a strip.
Yeah. He was gonna roll one that had already been rolled.
That's so hard.
And y'all keep coming up with better and better tools. It's what we do.
We are
It's what Kevin does.
We are always trying to be better. Actually, our goal is to just not disappoint.
So we do hear it.
Okay. There's
So he was just trimming it
just trimming it up.
to size. He was not cutting the plate.
Nope. I was just using the plate as a guide. So, for those of you who've this is a really easy thing to do. So you put the metal in, and you bring your rolling mill down. This is the same procedure for a manual rolling mill. It's pretty ridiculous I don't have a manual rolling mill.
You should
Actually, I
set
do.
one of yours up.
I know. I should. Take the slack out of the rolls so that the piece can't move it. We've taken all the slack out, okay? Then bring it back, one turn, remove your piece, bring it back. Now I'm going to advance it half a turn, which is almost, I would say all of our dies are half a turn on this machine. But most machines are fairly similar. Our dies are thin crust pizza. They are not deep dish. You don't need foam, you don't need paper, you don't need tape, just metal on metal, okay? So here we go, we're gonna advance it half a turn. You do not need to worry about this plate hurting your rolls. It will not. Or even on the cheapest economy rolling mill, this plate will not hurt those rolls. So here we go.
Oh, dropped it.
So notice, our plate has a bend in it. Oh no, it's not good anymore. No, let me show you how to fix it. Notice our plate looks beautiful and it's got a curve in it. It's perfect.
Yeah,
I
that's
bet
wonderful.
you I could probably get 100 rolls out of this. If you
Oh,
can
yeah.
sell 100 of something, oh my god. That's like a dream.
We barely ever sell 100.
We don't sell 100 of anything.
No.
Yeah, we do not sell 100 of anything. Okay. You put this in there. And it's flat again. Good to go. You're not going to hurt it. Now don't go doing this with other people's plates. Our plates are made differently. We use different steels, we use different processes. Our plates are forged. So they are really strong. If you were to do this with a plate that's done differently, there's a good chance it will get cracks in it. But this plate has been forged. It's not done. Well, every plate we make is forged. So there it is. Get a great design.
All
And
these little components.
should we go put some of our Sharptina in it?
Sure.
Let's go do Sharptina. I'm gonna flatten this out.
I actually did one earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Into my office. While he's flattening it, there's some bugs in my office. I am the the home for the cool insects. Look at that cicada. Cicadas are crazy right now in Tucson. We have their exoskeletons all over our house. It's like 4 inches wide. Like, it's a monster. So, okay, Kevin is back. Should be over there.
See, all the good things are kept in Annie's office. Because we can't leave this out. People will be sniffing
Oh
it.
no, I hide it.
Yeah. And see, I say people, I'll be sniffing it. So you just color it in. And I know there's teachers and stuff losing their mind. Oh my god! You need to be using toxic chemicals. You can't use a Sharpie. They probably don't talk like that. But,
I imagine not.
yeah. But if you're afraid of toxic chemicals,
Jewelry's not.
yeah, jewelry's pretty bad. But you could use a Sharpie and you call it Sharptina.
Yep. You just patented something.
I know. It's brilliant. Check it out. We'll get a good design on all these and then we'll buff it down and see how awesome it looks. Oh, these are nice.
Imagine them in silver.
Yes. This one's really fine too. So where is our, oh, yes, the magic steel wool. Lightly buff. This is just like using it for a printing press for like intaglio printing. That's what my kid does.
You could use like a really fine abrasive.
Mm-hmm.
You could use pumice powder. That's my favorite for just like a really soft removal.
Looks really good.
Look at it.
Yeah, I know.
And it's got dust in it. Like,
Yeah,
it's got copper.
that looks really good. So, in a pinch, there's always Sharptina. Does look nice though. Yeah, this will make great pieces. This will make great pieces.
It looks so
And
good.
they look just as nice as if you'd have done them in a on an impression die. Because we could make it. I could turn this design into an impression die.
Mm-hmm.
But it works so good like this. I'd rather it be this.
See, does put that in.
Yeah, did that one. Here, I'll do this one real quick.
They look really nice.
I think they even make a bigger one. I think that's for the Sharpie sniffers. That's the kind of thing they probably lock up behind the counter at the Walgreens. Got to be 18 or older to buy it.
Oops.
Probably best if I let it dry. Subtle.
Beautiful.
So you can see that's without it. That's with it. Looks good.
Let's set it down so it's not moving. Makes it easier.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, if you were to use, Black Max, stuff like that, it's a little better.
But not too shabby.
Mm-mm. Nope. I think it's the best deal going. $26 for a pattern plate.
Right now.
I think you can get your money's worth out of it. That's important. Hey, here's, did you guys see? Oh, who did these? These turned out nice.
That's me.
Check these out. It's like you know what you're doing, Annie.
Something like that.
Wow. It's like you're like a trained metalsmith or something.
Almost like I
This
studied
is
it for years.
It's like you got a degree in it or a master's degree or some kind of... These are nice.
And then
I think
So these
the
are still on
coffin
the
is
plate.
up today.
we're cutting tests.
Oh. We're going to
Soon?
test it first?
Kevin, I want to test everything first.
Yeah. So here's the one Annie just did, and it's riveted together. Hopefully you guys saw this. This is cool.
I love rivets.
Yeah. These are nice. Annie's got a little collection of awesome on her bench. Check these out.
Yeah. That's just using Sharpie as a resist for liver sulfur.
Okay. More liver sulfur, but she put little decorative thingies. And this one's got going the other way.
Yeah.
And with a scratch pattern.
Yep, that was just scratched with a scribe.
Yeah.
A pointy steel tool.
Yep.
There's lots of good stuff.
Are these up yet?
No, we haven't drawn them yet, but Lynette, we're working
making Christmas trees. Yes. So these are
fun in
really
here.
awesome. These are great. And they fit really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
So these are on the site now, the little
Yeah.
boxes. You
Yeah.
also want a sneak peek.
Oh.
This,
giant
a new
card.
dish former.
Oh, cool.
We
Is
are
that going up today?
It hopefully. Again,
Cool.
we're gonna test it to make sure. I know. I just
Actually,
break
I know
Kevin's
this'll
heart.
work. I know this will work because I've done a giant one. I made a giant puffy heart.
I know.
And
We just want to make sure that the pancake die
Oh, okay.
perfectly aligns the way we need it to.
Okay.
It won't take that much longer.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll go up today. If not, it can be something that can go up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to try and get as many things up today as possible.
Yep. Yep.
But this plate, for sure, without a doubt, is either up or will be up.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. Oh, let me show you a hub I just finished. I don't think it's been put in the heat treat. It just did.
I got some dyes in the salt bath. Right?
Oh, good. So here's our working hub. Let me go get the original. The original is really a piece of poo. But it's a great design.
Is that the one that was broken?
Oh no, but it's like a little time bomb. So it's like they found a scrap piece of metal and thought, let's invest 100 hours in it and make a masterpiece. It'll be fine. What could go wrong? And then here we are 100 years later with this random bit of steel. So here's our working copy. Identical in every way. Right down to that little flaw there in the corner. But, yeah. So, it's ready to go. And this one will last, and then this one gets protected.
Yep.
Actually, we can go put this one in the drawer.
It
with
gets
its
stashed
friends.
in
Come
the
see.
drawer.
We can put it in the drawer with its friends. These have been together for probably over 100 years.
Yeah.
So all these were in the same drawer together. So Annie brought them out one day. She found them and was like, check these out.
Like, oh.
I know, these are beautiful.
They were all together, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they clearly look like they belong.
Yeah, I think it's probably for, well, like an arts and crafts style type piece. So that would have been about, what, 1900? Arts and crafts movement? Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oops.
Someday I will get to this one. I know you guys wanted
It's
this
soft.
one. It's a piece of cheese.
It is so soft.
I've done a couple tests with it, and it's really... The 400 pounder might have some work to do. We might do it, because I was having to strike it multiple times with the 200 to get the image.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get things done with the 400. Yeah. Nothing else cool. Anyway.
All right.
Anyone got questions?
Any questions? Any
Hopes and
comments?
dreams for the weekend. Yeah.
Just follow Kevin
Yeah.
around for a day in the life of.
Yeah, I just basically waddle around the shop.
And we try and find you.
Yeah. I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
That's it, guys.
So,
Have a good weekend. I'll be here tomorrow with a bunch of new stuff. See you later.